the Mount DeSales Cavaliers, 26-3 winners Friday night over the GMC Bulldogs. We'll take a look at highlights from that contest, and then we'll be back for a chat with Mike Garvin, head coach of the Mount DeSales Cavaliers. Mount DeSales was looking for its first win of the year, taking on the GMC Bulldogs, and after falling behind early 3-0, they rallied to take a 14-3 lead at half. But then in the second half, GMC came out smoking, and the catch of the game, Ashley Andrews to a leaping, diving Gary Meyer, complete, and GMC was on the roll. They would drive the ball down into Mount DeSales territory before finally the Mount DeSales defense would once again stall the drive. This time, Jan Pounds would be coming from his outside position, playing the option well. He'll take the ball carrier out of bounds. Pounds with the stop of the attempted first down drive, and Mount DeSales took over from there. Then it was the old Mount DeSales running game that took control. Out of the wing position here, Kinman Smith picks up some yardage. He had 76 yards on total offense. But the most interesting thing about this Mount DeSales team is that Mike Garvin has them going to the air. And who's leading the aerial brigade other than junior quarterback Brad Scott? Here on the rollout, he hits Jeff Jennings inside the 5-yard line. Then Chucky Stinson will take it over for one of 2 second-half touchdowns. Mount DeSales wins 26-3 over GMC. I'm Brent Weber, back with the coach of our team of the week, Mike Garvin of the Mount DeSales Cavaliers. Coach Garvin, 14-3 at halftime. The highlights we saw were from the second half, and I guess they got on the board first in the first half, and they came out really pushing you guys in their opening drive in the second half. Is that a time when, as a coach, you're saying we've definitely got to stop them from getting on the board, because they looked like they were moving the ball down the field pretty well there at the start of the second half?
Well, Bear Bryant, you say that the most important part of the ball game is the last 2 minutes of the first half and the first 2 minutes of the second half, and it looked right there in the first 2 minutes of the second half, things were going their way. But we got together and stopped them, and we took complete control of the ball game from there on out.
Now, they scored after a turnover early in the game.
Well, we kicked off them. We let them have the ball out to the 40-yard line, and then they did not get a first down, but they punted, and we did not field the ball, and the ball rolled inside the 5, and then we fumbled on the second play, and they got the ball on the 5-yard line. So we were able to stop them from getting a touchdown, primarily because they had a penalty that pushed them back, and they did kick a field goal.
So overall, your defense, they bent a little bit, but they never gave up the touchdown. They held them to, I guess, 65 yards total offense. Were you satisfied with the defensive effort overall?
Well, I tell the kids all the time, if you're satisfied, time to die, because you don't have any more reason to exist. But we've made some improvements. We're coming along, and we're still playing a lot of young people, especially on our defensive line. Last night we started on our defensive line, and all of the guys that started were juniors, except from one, which was a sophomore. We did play a couple of seniors a little later on defense, but we made some improvement, and that's what it's all about.
Something I saw, you did not allow any big plays. Is that something that you emphasize defensively?
Well, we always emphasize that defensively. Last week, in fact, the last 2 ball games, we let them have some big plays, and that's the reason we didn't win. Savannah Christian made some big plays the second week that really was the difference. But we always stress not to let them have a big play. We play a 50 defense, which is a team sort of defense, and it's not a defense that's going to have a lot of penetration and whatnot. So we do try to, if we can stop for 2-3 yards clip, we're going to make them punt.
Now, offensively, people are shaking their heads. They cannot believe that this is Mike Garvin's team throwing the football, but you're throwing the ball well. At least Friday night you did.
Well, before the season started, I knew we was going to be able to throw it a little bit better than we have in the past couple of years anyhow. In fact, the last time we really were able to throw it was we had a quarterback named Pete Sherrill played for us back several years ago. But Brad Scott did a good job. He's coming along, and we think we're going to be able to throw the ball a bit more. I'm not really one who wants to throw it, but we will throw it if we have to.
Now, let's talk about Brad a little bit. He's a young man. Doesn't possess great size right now. He's just a junior. But he showed me that he does have the ability to get out, make some things happen. He's got good speed sprinting out, and he seems to have good arm strength as well.
Well, Brad is coming along, like you said. He's shown some ability there, and we've made some progress. He didn't get sacked but one time last night, which was a big improvement over the first 2 weeks, and we think Brad's going to come on and do a real good job for us in that area.
Now, the game got physical in the second half a little bit. The guys were really very fired up. Both teams were when you came out. You almost have to try to keep them on an even keel when kids, the emotions get that high.
Well, one of the things that we stress there is that we're going to play football, and that's all we're going to play, and you got to hit somebody and expect to get hit. Football's a game of hitting or being hit, and that's all part of it.
Now, we talked about the defense and the offense. Let's talk about your schedule for just a second. You had to change regions, and that may have led to a very, very, very difficult situation for you this year.
That's not may have. It did lead to a very difficult situation. Now, the problem is that we played on the road the first 2 ball games. We came home and played last night, and we're going to have to be on the road again for 3 straight more ball games. So on the road, 5 out of the first 6 ball games is not a pleasant situation. It's something we have to endure. It's difficult in any league under any circumstances.
And you'll surely know what type of team you've got once you get through those first 6 games.
Well, it might help us, but it also is probably going to hurt us a little bit. But we got to survive, and we are survivors. We've always been survivors, and I hope we'll be knocking on the door when the season's over.
Now, next week, the team you'll be playing is not exactly what we could consider a slouch. They won big on Friday night, and they're apparently a very strong, strong team.
Southland has got an experienced team. They start on the offensive line, 6 seniors. They have 1 junior starting an offensive line, and they start offensive backfield, 2 seniors, 3 seniors, and 1 junior. So they're an experienced ball club. They've got an excellent running back in Chan Reeves. The quarterback, Stephen Summers, has done a good job for them also. Defensively, they play primarily a 50 defense, and they are big and strong. They've got a nose guard that they are listing at 270, but I don't think they can read scales very well down there.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the 26-3 victory over GMC. We will be getting you a trophy from B&B Trophies as our Team of the Week here in the 2nd week, and I'd like to congratulate you and thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Head Coach Mike Garvin of the Mount DeSales Cavaliers, 26-3 winners over GMC. We'll be back with more Middle Georgia football right after this.
Join Wall Sports in supporting your local football team. Remember, the team can only be as strong as the fans that support it. Take pride in your team by showing your school colors. Wall Sports carries everything from T-shirts, gym suits, gym bags, and school jackets. We also specialize in monogramming and printing school logos on virtually anything. Keep that team spirit alive with Middle Georgia Sports Connection, Wall Sports.
Wall Sports with 5 locations to serve you and a new location coming soon.